Bet365 Charlie Hall Chase, a Grade 2, 3 miles and a furlong was the trip. 7 runners, they went without. Number 5, Bewley's Berry, 15 to 8 favourite, was the Hennessy winner. State of Play.
And they're off, jumping away, the Bet365 Charlie Hall Chase, 3 miles a furlong ahead of them, just the 15 fences to jump. This time not quite such the jumping test it has been in recent years, and Ollie Magern, who made all to score in the race 2 years ago, is out to ensure that no prisoners will be taken here, and any chinks in the arm of the others will be quickly exposed. And at the back of the field, Turco is already being pulled up sharply, having jumped just the one fence. Something amiss, Turco has been pulled up, and Ollie Magern leads a depleted field out along the side of the course, being chased by Kingscliff and Madison Du Berlay with the red cap. State of Play, Tony McCoy, the royal blue jacket, settling in fourth, shadowing Munker Hostin, and 2 or 3 lengths away to Aces 4 as they prepare to make the turn across the back straight. A line of 4 fences await them these days. No water jumper anymore here at Wetherby, and Ollie Magern, Paddy Brennan ensuring a strong gallop here, and has gone 4 or 5 lengths clear of the chasers, headed by Madison Du Berlay and then Kingscliff. And a small break to State of Play, Munker Hostin, as Ollie Magern rises at the second, jumping well, and Aces 4 at last to touch down. So on towards the first of the ditches, Ollie Magern setting his stall out from an early stage, a clear lead on taking the ditch to Madison Du Berlay and Kingscliff out wide, the green cap, and then the yellow jacket of Munker Hostin from State of Play and Aces 4 at the back end under Graham Lee as they take the next one across on the far side. All handled that well, and now move on towards the 5th. Ollie Magern nicely clear of his field and jumping soundly out in front. State of Play, Tony McCoy just taking him a little more prominent in the chasing group, moves up to dispute second with Kingscliff out wide, and the nose-banded Madison Du Berlay, and then back to Munker Hostin, and Aces 4 looks on as they prepare to take the turn. Plenty of galloping now before they leave the ground again. They'll just be jumping 3 up the home straight, and the middle one in that line will be the next of the ditches. And Ollie Magern, he went off very quickly and has now steadied it down. He leads by about 4 lengths to Madison Du Berlay, and then Kingscliff, a track through by State of Play. Munker Hostin nearest the rail, and Aces 4 dropped anchor under Graham Lee. A slightly raised chaser from the Ferdy Murphy yard, currently last of these 6 that remain in the Bet365 Charlie Hall field. A third of the race completed. Ollie Magern leads to Madison Du Berlay. Kingscliff on the left as they rise at the first in the straight. Watching them all take it soundly. Kingscliff has been on and off the bridle a little, nudged along for a stride or 2 on landing there, as Ollie Magern leads to the next ditch. Fence 7 of the 15, approaching the halfway point. Madison Du Berlay continuing to chase this generous pace, and jumping across State of Play, a little unsighted there. Munker Hostin on the right getting a closer, and then out wide Kingscliff and a couple of lengths to Aces 4 as they race down towards the fence. It was the first, and after another circuit of the Wetherby chase course, it will be the last. Ollie Magern still nicely clear, and Madison Du Berlay, and then State of Play in the centre of the chasing line with Kingscliff out wider. On the far side, Munker Hostin, Aces 4 is close up, and there'd be now no more than 7 lengths covering them as Kingscliff through the halfway point hits his first real flat spot and is ridden along. He comes off the bridle, and Robert Walford has to put in a bit of early overtime as they make their way out of the home straight. Ollie Magern continues to dictate the pace in the Charlie Hall. He's a couple of lengths clear now to Madison Du Berlay. State of Play, Tony McCoy 3rd place, then Munker Hostin, Aces 4, and it's getting rather more urgent again on Kingscliff, who's dropped himself out to be last. Another laboured display from the old boy, and he's dropped 5 or 6 lengths off the main group. Swinging across the far side, Ollie Magern lifting the pace on the downhill run, stretches them out once more. His nearest pursuers, Madison Du Berlay. State of Play is a further 3 lengths away, and then Munker Hostin, Aces 4, still patient Graham Lee, creeping quietly, and then a 5 or 6 length break to Kingscliff. About to rise at the 9th, Ollie Magern piling it on in front from Madison Du Berlay. Kingscliff, the last one to touchdown's a bit remote now as they race on towards another ditch, and Ollie Magern, Paddy Brennan stokes him up, reaches for it 5 or 6 lengths ahead of Madison Du Berlay. State of Play travelling well, then Munker Hostin, Aces 4, and Kingscliff still ridden along, but Ollie Magern is kicking on again down the far side, so 6 or 7 lengths clear. McCoy wise to the move, anxious not to give him too much rope, takes State of Play up into second. Madison Du Berlay will hop over this one in third ahead of Munker Hostin. The Birch was flying in behind as Aces 4 was in tight. Kingscliff is now a long last as they prepare to make the run out of the back straight. Ollie Magern coaxed along in front, 5 lengths ahead, but State of Play is now beginning to bridge the deficit. Aces Fours making smooth progress on the outside of Madison du Burlay. Then Munker Austin, who hasn't been popped the question, and King's Cliff is a long way adrift. So running down the side of the course, Ollie Magern in front, but State of Play is within 3 or 4 lengths, and Aces Four out wide. Orange Sleeves and Cap continues to make steady headway. Munker Austin up the rail is still in their pitching. Madison du Burlay is ridden along, and then 7 or 8 lengths to King's Cliff. They've got 3 left to jump in the Charlie Hall. Can Ollie Magern hang on? The cavalry are coming. On the right, Blue Jacket, State of Play. On the left, Aces Four. Then Madison du Burlay, Munker Austin, the Yellow Jacket. 3 out. Ollie Magern in close, only 2 lengths ahead. State of Play ridden in pursuit. Now Aces Four's hard at work. Push comes to shove for Munker Austin. Ollie Magern finding plenty, racing up towards the second last. State of Play still got 2 or 3 lengths to find. Ollie Magern needs a good jump, keeps him a couple of lengths out of State of Play. Then Munker Austin, Madison du Burlay. Aces Four's emptied out quickly. It's a long run down towards the last. Ollie Magern, McCoy's in overdrive on State of Play. Old Munker Austin plugging on back in third. Then Madison du Burlay. Ollie Magern seeking his second. Charlie Hall, State of Play. McCoy in no mood to be denied, is gathering him in. Munker Austin back in third. Ollie Magern needs another good one at the last and gets it. Picked up well. Length and a half clear. State of Play trying hard to bridge the deficit. Ollie Magern digging in. The line is looming. State of Play isn't getting to it. A second Charlie Hall for Ollie Magern. Fine ride from the front. State of Play was in second. Munker Austin third. Then Madison du Burlay, King's Cliff, and ultimately Aces Four was pulled up.
The Charlie Hall goes to Ollie Magern, an 11-4 shot from State of Play, the 15-8 favourite, 7 ran.